so. Got it. Pepe, please, can you see the link? Can you open the link?
Yes.
Perfect. So here we have town versus city, city versus town. In the blue cells, I need you to write advantages. And in the red cells, we are going to write disadvantages, okay? Both of living in a city and living in a town. Okay, you ready? Perfect, you can do it. Okay, excellent. We got it, Pepe.
Listo, amigo.
Very good. So, in the case of town, every place is near, of course, right? No problems with traffic. You know most of the people there. Okay, I believe in this case it will be better most. You know most of the people there. Because remember, the people is already with the article, so you know most of the people there. The disadvantages, there is a lot of gossip. Yeah, totally. Since you know Pepe, you know most of the people there, everyone knows about you. Everyone knows your life. They know who you live with, they know what things you have, they know everything about you, right? So that's
What you
it.
do?
What you do, who would you do, everything, right?
A small town, big infierno grande.
Big hell. Big hell.
A small town, big hell.
Eh, exactly. Usually people live there are more prejudices. What do you mean about prejudices?
I mean, la gente es más prejuiciosa.
Prejudice. But okay, in this case, prejudice, I'm not so sure if we can put it like that, we're referring to people. Prejuicioso, prejudice, prejudice.
I find
Okay.
that in Google.
Okay, let me try to think about it because I don't remember a word exactly in this case to refer that. Usually
Uh,
people live there.
they are
Are,
more Catholic, they are more como que chapados de la antigua, no sé cómo poner eso.
maybe we can call it as uh, conservators. Conservators.
Conservatives, yes. Because all the school is a term, is a word uh, good. I think all school is very good.
Okay, very good. And you don't have a lot of options. Options referring to what? What
For
kind of options?
example, cinemas, theaters, place to dance or go out, and you have two or three uh, places to go. Don't have options.
Okay, no options. Got it? Very good. That is that case. Very good, amazing. And in the case of city, well, you have more entertainment, the opposite, right? Many ways of entertainment, maybe discos, maybe theater, museums, many places where you can go.
It is single entertainment.
Entertainment, yes, exactly. You have the possibility to know other cultures, okay? In this case, okay? You have the possibility to know other cultures and you earn more money, of course, right? You have more job opportunities. You have many places where to go, right? Yes. Let's continue with the next one. You deal with the traffic, all it's more expensive. Usually the people don't have empathy. Yep.
Yeah, the people in the city is more cold, don't care about other people.
Yeah, more cool, and they are more focused on what they have to do, right?
Yes.
I believe they are more focused on what they have to do. They are more focused on what they have on their work, maybe. So they are not paying attention to the other people, right? Exactly, super. So Pepe, let's move on, and we are going to do a listening activity now, okay? So here you go. Yeah, Pepe, take a look. What are we going to do now? We are going to do a listening activity about this. So let me share you now, right? How does it work? Okay, in this case, pay attention. I need you to identify about this. We're gonna listen to people, Tim and Kate, talking about the advantages and disadvantages of living in a city, okay? If you compare of living in a city. So we are going to listen and identify which sentences are true and which sentences are false. Okay? So, can you read now? Yeah, please.
Sure. Pete grew up in a small town. 2. Wouldn't want to live in a small town. 3. Kate thinks small towns are safer. Yes. 4. More people have driving accidents in the city than in the country. 5. People who live in the country have a smaller carbon footprint.
Okay, have you heard about that carbon footprint? What is it?
Es la marca de carbono, o
Eh,
sea, la contaminación.
exactly. It refers to all the activities that you do and they have an impact on the environment. Okay, carbon footprint. Okay, so
Track
ready
2.
please? And let's get ready to listen and identify which sentences are true or false. Okay, so here we go, Pepe. Let me zoom in and so we can check it out. Okay, so here we go.
44. What are you reading?
Fran just sent me the link to this list of 5 reasons why small towns are better than cities. What are you laughing at? Small towns are better than cities.
Yes, if you want to have nothing to do and never meet anyone new.
Well, I loved growing up in a small town. There's a real sense of community. People care about you. It's like you belong to one big family.
Yes, I know you liked it, but I've always been a city boy. I love being in the centre of things. There's so much going on here. Cinemas, restaurants, museums, and there are lots more work opportunities in big cities than in a small town.
But there's also more crime. Life's more dangerous here.
Actually, research has shown that it's actually safer to live in the city.
Really? I find that hard to believe.
Yes, they did a study in the US that compared the number of accidents in country and city areas. And in the country, there was a much higher number of accidents than in the city. Car crashes mainly, because people drive more in the countryside.
That makes sense if you think about it. And hospitals are nearer, I suppose, so you get help quicker.
Exactly. So it's actually safer to live in the city. And it's better for the environment.
Really? How do you work that out?
Well, you can't rely on public transport in the countryside like you can in the city, so you have to drive more. It's been proved that if you live in the city, you actually have a smaller carbon footprint, especially if you live somewhere with good public transport.
I've definitely noticed that I walk more now I live in the city. Everything's closer, I guess. And it is nice not to have to get into the car just to go to a supermarket.
You see, there are a lot of advantages to living in a city. You can't argue with that.
No, I can't. There are definitely advantages, but I still miss my little hometown.
Okay, so what do you think about this audio? They were talking about something that I disagree. The case that he mentioned that living in a city is safer.
It's not.
Yeah, but obviously it refers to a city in the USA, not in Ecuador, right?
He don't live here, yes.
Eh, Exactly, right? So it applies for cities in the USA, but not here in Ecuador, right? Perfect. So we're going to check it out. These sentences tell me, Pepe, which sentences are true and which sentences are false.
One
You tell
is
me.
true. One is true. You grew up in a small town,
Mm-hmm.
and Tim won't want to live in a small town. I mean, it's true. So it's true.
Excellent.
In this case, Kate thinks small towns are safer, but it's not really. In this case, is true or false? Because she thinks small towns are safer.
Excellent. She thinks, remember, is not what the facts say, but what she thinks. Okay, this is true.
True.
Okay, continue. What else?
For false, it's in city in United States, obviously. And people who live in country have a small carbon false in cities of United States.
Exactly. But remember, just in the USA, not here, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Let's carry on. The next one. People who live in the country have a smaller
False.
carbon footprint.
False too.
Okay, according to Tim, yes, actually, since in cities we use more public transport, this is false, right? I believe in this case, yeah, I agree. This is true, right? Because when you live in a town, you need to use more the transport to move from one place to other. Maybe this is true, but if you compare, tell me, Pepe, where do you prefer? Do you prefer living in the city or would you like to live in a small town?
In this time of my life, I prefer to live in city. But when I get old, I want to a small town.
For you retire, when you retire?
Yes, 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 yes. Small
Okay.
town, a few friends. Is what I want.
Uh, and no work, because remember you're retired, so you don't have to worry about work, about transport, just relax and chill.
And I don't know, in this time, if you don't work, you maybe aburres, you
You
get
get
bored.
bored? You get bored?
I don't know how to how to do that. Es que si
Mm,
no trabajas te aburres. Yo he visto que mucha gente se enferma, inclusive. He visto
when they retire,
when they
yes?
retire. Yes.
It's a reality, right? So maybe you have to find something, well, not so difficult, not so stressful, same as when you are young, but maybe an activity that you can do, maybe a business, a market, something to do, okay? But you don't have the same stress that you have when you are young and you have to make money, money, money and pay bills, money, bills, money, bills. Yeah.
The life is sucked.
Exactly. So just to finish for today, take a look. We're gonna check it out this part, which I consider is really relevant, and is the combination of verbs and prepositions. Okay, before we start, I need you to please tell me if you know all these verbs. What is apologize?
Apologize es disculpa.
As a verb, disculparse, no?
Disculparse.
Excellent. Argue.
Discutir.
Excellent. Believe.
Believe. Creer.
Yeah. Belong.
No, me suena, pero not.
Belong, for example, this cell phone belongs to me.
A pertenecer.
Exactly. Super. Care.
Cuidar.
Excellent. Complain.
Lying, I don't know.
Complain, for example, if you go, I remember the restaurant. Repeat.
Cuando te quejas de algo.
Exactly. Complain. Cope. Next one. Cope.
Couplet.
Cope, for example, let's suppose that you have a difficult situation, or maybe you have a bad friend, or maybe you have a bad relative, and you say, no, I have to cope with his or her problems.
Era una cosa así.
Kinda more like lidiar, cope. Lidiar, no cope. And depends, this is easy, what is it?
Independer.
Yes, succeed.
Suceder.
Exactly, tener éxito, no succeed. And finally, worry.
Temer.
Worry,
Ujú.
More like preocuparse, no worry. Don't worry, okay? So Pepe, this is something that you need to know and it's really important to check on that, okay? In Spanish, we are very used to do kind of similar. We have a combination of a verb plus a preposition, but you're gonna realize that in English, in some cases, it's gonna be a different logic to do that combination. For example, depend. Let's start with the most obvious, that is depend. Tell me, in Spanish, what is the usual preposition that comes after depends?
¿Cómo?
I depend, yo dependo.
De.
Exactly. In Spanish, it is for us common to say depend of, right? But in English, we have a different logic, and the preposition is on. Okay, depends on. Depender sobre alguien, depends on someone, okay? So this is something that you need to remember that is really important. In some cases, we are going to have the same preposition, but in other cases, it's totally different. Okay, so let's start. The first one is with someone. Tell me what is the correct verb and to make this combination.
Cope, maybe.
Cope with someone. Oh, okay, cope is usually for situations, but you can also refer to people with something. Lidiar con algo, very good. Cope with something, but with someone.
Depend. It's no depend on. No.
Mm-mm.
Here with someone, with a companion, succeed and live. Argue with someone.
Argue, excellent. Same as in Spanish, right? Because in Spanish we also use with. Discutir con alguien. Argue with someone. Let's carry on now with the next one that is about. About the translation could be as sobre o acerca de, okay? So tell me, what would it be the correct verb to complete this preposition about something?
Apologize about something.
Apologize about something.
No? Believe. Belong. Uy, complain, maybe.
Complain, excellent. Complain about something, quejarse acerca de algo, ¿no? Complain about something. En Spanish usaríamos por, ¿no? Complain for something. Quejarse por algo, no sobre algo. Oh, también, ¿no? Also. Complain for or about. Okay, which else? Which other?
Cope. About something. Lidiar con algo. Sobre algo.
Lidiar sobre algo, no. Cope is with. Lidiar con algo, okay? Cope with.
With.
Mhm.
Depend on. Success. About something.
Succeed, no. Tener éxito sobre algo,
No. No. Oh, no. Worry.
Worry, yes. Worry about something. Preocuparse acerca de algo, no? Worry about something.
Believe about something.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Pepe, you're making random mix, random combinations.
Apologies, don't. Argue, don't. Believe, don't. Belong. Belong with something. Maybe?
Belong, it's a small verb that we need here. That is
Care.
care,
About
excellent.
something.
Very good, care. Care about something, okay? Care. Super, let's carry on. Let's continue to the next one with for. Pay with for something.
Something with something. Argue for something.
No, is apologize for something. Yes. I believe in Spanish we say in the same way, right? Apologize for something. Disculparse por algo. Yeah, I got it. In this case, it's similar, okay? Apologize for something. In something. En algo.
Believe.
Believe, excellent. In Spanish, same, right? Yo creo en Dios. I believe in God. I believe in machines. I believe in power. Yeah, believe. Nice,
Depend
let's move
in
on.
something.
Depend is on, remember. Cambia, just change the letter and it's different, okay? Depend on something, on someone or on something. Yeah? In Spanish is off, but remember in English is on. Depends on. In doing something,
Well, I can see the options.
oh yeah, sorry.
Belong.
Belong in doing something,
Sounds complain. Success in doing something.
Succeed, excellent, succeed. Remember, succeed in doing something. Tener éxito en hacer algo. Succeed in doing something. Okay, and the last one too. The only one that is missing.
Belong.
Belong to, okay, belong
So
to.
well.
And I believe in Spanish we use the same preposition, right? It belongs to me. Me pertenece a mí. O pertenece a. Belong to. So, Pepe, you're gonna tell me, teacher, what is the logic? How can I know this? Remember, as in some cases in English, there is no specific rule. It's all a matter of practice. Because as you can see in some cases, we can use the same preposition as in Spanish, belong to someone, maybe wait for something, yeah, esperar por algo, apologize for something, disculparse por algo. But in other cases, it's different, okay? For example, depend on someone. Depender sobre alguien. Si dijéramos eso en Spanish, sonaría súper raro, okay? That will sound really, really weird. Depend on someone. For example, care, no, care, sí, complain, yes, cope with, for, believing, oh, yeah, but tomorrow, Pepe, because for today, I believe that we're gonna finish right now. Tomorrow we are going to practice about this, okay? About the combination of verbs and prepositions. Because remember, according to the preposition, according to the verb, we may change the preposition. Okay? So, Pepe, any question about today's class?
It's very clear.
Very clear. And the classmates, I hope they are coming. Oh, in the case of Fernando, I believe that he's not attending anymore. In the case of Marquinho, he told me that, well, he's going to change to Saturdays. And I believe Pepe and Luis, you're gonna be the only ones in this schedule. So I hope that you can finish until the end. Remember, we only have, I believe that, 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks, yeah. So, October, by the end of October, we are supposed to finish. So, let's get ready with that, okay?